Hello. Yes, we welcome you back to PSSB, Physical Sciences Silver Bullet with me, Richard here. Yes, today we are looking at this question. It says that consider the reaction below. This is the reaction where hydrogen is reacting with oxygen to give you water. And they say 300 cubic centimeter of hydrogen gas reacts. They say calculate the volume of oxygen which reacts. Okay. Here what do we do? We know that the conditions are the same. So what do? We apply Avogadro. So you quote the equation. The equation is 2 hydrogen reacting with oxygen to give you that. Okay. And next step is to identify the part of equation we are going to use. Here we want oxygen, so we are going to make use of that part of the equation, and we are given hydrogen, so that is it. So from here, what are we going to say? We are going to say that 2 moles of hydrogen react with 1 mole of oxygen. That's the ratio we have. Okay. And you have to know that what happens here is that the conditions are the same, the temperature is the same, the pressure is the same. And we said, according to Avogadro, that equal volume of all gases at the same conditions of pressure and temperature have the same number of moles. So what are we going to say here? We have the authority to bring our 300 here, because the ratios are going to be the same. All the gases behave the same way. So 300 cubic centimeter of hydrogen will react with X. And what do we do here? We cross multiply. In cross multiplying, what do? We are going to get our 2X, giving us 300 times 1. Okay. So our X is going to be 300 over 2, giving you 150 cubic centimeter. Yes. So this is the volume of oxygen which reacts. Okay, then we come to this one. It says that calculate the volume of water formed in cubic decimeter. Yeah, what do we do here? What we do is to have the equation, which is where hydrogen reacts with oxygen to give you water. Okay. Then next step is to quote the ratios. Okay, first of all, we are dealing with water. We want water, so water is going to be used. And we know what we are given, it's hydrogen, so that is it. So we are going to use hydrogen and water. Why hydrogen? Because it's what is given. And why water? Because it's what you are looking for. And from here, what are you going to have? You have this ratio as 2, and this one is 2. So the ratio is 2 to 2, implying that 2 moles of hydrogen form 2 moles of water. So next step is to quote what is given. We are given hydrogen, so you put it here, which is 300 cubic centimeter. I know you are wondering, why are we using volume there yet we have moles? Avogadro said that equal volume of all gases at the same conditions of temperature and pressure have the same number of moles. So in other words, we have that and we are looking for this. Next is to cross multiply. Actually, this one is 1 to 1. So in other words, our x is going to be 300 cubic centimeter, because it's going to be times 2 over 2. So what you have here is the volume of water formed when 300 cubic centimeter of hydrogen gas reacts. Yeah, so we must not forget that the question wants the volume in cubic decimeter. So what do we do? You change our volume. So our volume is going to be equal to 300 cubic centimeter. But when you divide it with 1000, what you get is going to be the volume in cubic decimeter. This time around it's going to be 0.3 cubic decimeter. With that, I'd like to thank you for your time. The channel is PSSA, Physical Sciences Silver Belt, with me, Richard here. We urge you to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share. Yes, we believe you want to be great. Stick with us. See you next time. Bye-bye.